Consciousness knowing itself is meditation. Such meditation or consciousness is formless. Such meditation or consciousness is non-objective in nature and cannot be a thing apart from itself. The meditation or consciousness is your identity. You exist as that. Consciousness is not something that you do. It is what you are. So it is true of meditation. Do you start to meditate? It has already started. Will the meditation ever end? It is forever. Do you know consciousness? Consciousness knows you. Meditate by identifying yourself as just consciousness. It knows all and even itself. It is perpetual. Meditate in this manner on the self of pure consciousness. All right.
When I was trying to meditate, I observed the mind was thinking. So I observed an idea comes to the mind, and somehow it's a good idea, and the mind gets involved. But I was observing it. When the thought happens, I feel that it happens because I actually thought it. That I is thinking this good idea, but it appears that thought itself thought is happening. I is not thinking it. And I was trying to think about how to detach this simultaneous identification of thought with the I, and that thought happened because I thought it. I don't know if it makes sense, but I thought I would. It would be nice to have a way to detach oneself. As thinking, as actions, and everything happens, the sense of agency of that I am doing it, I am thinking it, is false.
By what do you know thought?
Consciousness.
Thought then has no existence apart from consciousness. And consciousness is formless, never modified. You do not have to think consciousness is. It just is. Consciousness is non-objective. It is the self. Thought is always the observed. There is no such thing as a formless thought. You are therefore the perpetual consciousness and should not be wrongly identified as any thought form. Unless there was you, there could be no thought or anything else for that matter. Can you be without you? The question hardly makes sense. You exist, you are. And this existence knows. It knows itself. Knowing itself, it knows all. Identify yourself as that and leave the ideas about thoughts behind.
You said that consciousness knowing itself is meditation. So then, meditation is a matter of knowledge. But I think I often have a common idea that meditation is some kind of an action or some kind of a process. So I ask myself, what isn't meditation? And it's kind of a funny question to ask, but what I come up with is that meditation is what's real. And the unreal is what is not meditation. So trying to apply that to myself as a matter of identity. The question is, when I'm meditating, what am I? Or when I'm not meditating, what do I think I am? What happens is all my ideas or concepts about what meditation is just sort of fall away. They don't, it's like there's no substance to the idea of not meditating. It's almost like being caught in the idea that you're not meditating is kind of silly. And you'd also said that meditation is continuous. So I asked myself, what is continuous about myself? And it's obviously existence is the only thing that's continuous about myself. So questioning this way is kind of like what remains is meditation, but it's not. It's not any kind of thing. Like often the common idea I have, misidentified as an individual, that it's some kind of thing, or it's some kind of state. It's something that one enters into, but none of that applies to consciousness or existence.
When all that is the not self is negated as being not I, not reality, that which remains alone by itself is the reality, is the self. That which is real then is now so as well. It is beginningless and endless. That's meditation.